In the beginning, there was no darkness. There was light and love. We are light. You are light. We are love. You are love. In language, you understand, the source of all is pure energy, which is pure light. Let us take a look at all there is and ever was. Take the suns or stars as you have named them, the ones that dwell within your known solar system. Then magnify them 1,000,000,000 times, and you will be just getting to yet a microsection of the immensity of the power of the all. Oof, damn. You see how source is introducing themselves? Like, take the sun, multiply it 1,000,000,000 times, and you will be just getting to yet a microsection of the intensity of the power of the all. Wow. This light, this love, as you call it, was nothing except caring and compassionate, life-giving and sustaining. Totally self-sufficient. This light is comprised of trillions and trillions of sections and pieces. We will use your words here. Every cubic centimeter of space contains energy that equals the total energy of all the matter in the known universe. Wow. So every cubic centimeter of space of the all contains energy that equals the total energy of all the matter in the known universe. This energy was all amassed or accumulated together in pure harmony. No space between anything at all. This energy is what and where you come from. Nothing else, nothing more. Now, what happened? This is what you wish to know. This total conscious being, us, you, we. So you see, Source is already telling us that we were and still are part of the all, and we agreed all together for whatever they're about to say to us. So listen closely. This total conscious being, us, you, we were together, and in your words, happy. All of the atoms and the molecules that define your physical structure and are the building blocks of all solids, liquids, and gases were all together. But there was no pressure, no force. All was still, tranquil, and satisfied. There was no yearning, no dissatisfaction. Peace and calm reigned supreme. This was reality and eternity, so as it is also right now. However, if you could see, you would see that even as all is still, all is moving. Moving at a rate and speed you can conceive. Your scientists know this. There is vibration at all times. As we vibrated and oscillated, something was going on. We were thinking, what would it be like to be apart? So that's actually the questions that we started thinking all together when we were still one with all there is. And the question that we asked ourselves was, what would it be like to be apart? Because all we ever knew was to be together. And then together we started thinking, what would it be like to be apart? What would it be like to have a bigger or larger space between us? Because remember, a few sentences ago, Sal said there was no space between each cubic centimeter of the all. So it is from this single state of total consciousness that we, in your words, decided to divide. All souls were as one. However, a multitude of souls wanted to expand and experience a new reality, a different one. Thus, the division began. Inner and outer space, the cosmos, the universes, the stars, and planets were formed. For a soul, all souls, your soul, and all you understand are but fragments of the one, meaning source, all there is, was, and ever shall be. Fragments divided. The dividing of us took millions and millions and millions of years. So it would be advantageous for you, your humankind, to stop working on calculating when it occurred. It is impossible to do so until you return to the all. We did split into atomic matter, alpha particles, molecules, isotope, planets, curves, liquids and solids, horizontal and vertical motions, gases, static density, depths, condensation, crystalline substances, impulse and momentum. Objects collided and speed and velocity were formed. Electrons and friction with lifting force were developed. Gravitational potential and fields were formulated for the known galaxies and the heavens, as you call them. All of this was complete in the, as you say, twinkling of an eye, yet over time and space. All of this was completed in the twinkling of an eye, so just blinking, right? But at the same time, yet over time and space. All of the terminologies, such as atmospheric components and the around 92 primordial biomolecules, many of which you have no knowledge of as yet. You understand about 40 of these. Further, I'm assuming when you say about the formula, it's about that thing that we see in school in our chemistry class. You understand about 40 of these. Further, the chemical evolutions of organic molecules are also correct assumptions. We implanted them within the mind of your learned men. All of these processes happen at once and forever, then and now. A few years back, we planted in the mind of one of your planet's son, Neil Donald Walsh. Where is my guy? Let me show you who is the man them, Neil. Well, who is Neil? You see, Conversation with God, Neil Donald Walsh, Neil Donald Walsh, Neil Donald Walsh. So the author of Conversation with God. Let's continue. A few years back, we planted in the mind of one of your planet's son, Neil Donald Walsh, an elementary explanation to prepare you for the one given to you now. So it's almost as if Conversation with God stands as an introduction to this book. And I believe you have more or less 30 years between Conversation with God, the first book, and this one. Or 20 years. We needed to get you ready for the fact that you, too, had a part and portion in the development of the worlds as you know them, as did your other brothers and sisters from what you call afar. You were, at that time, in a non-physical state of being. Now it is time for you to remember that each and every one of you are creators. You, as you know yourself to be, create your own experience. Then and now, if you do not find your current experience agreeable with whom you think you are, change it. Only you can. Therefore, wrap or surround your minds around the fact that you are we are you, the all, us, made a collective decision to split, to explore ourselves. The last joint decision we made together since that time. But we will again make decisions together. The time is coming. Guys, I still have 2 paragraphs. We are informing you now that all of you in physical form began in one central location. This one location was located in what was known to you as Mesopotamia. So the location where human took form for the first time was in Mesopotamia, in Africa. This is the place where the human race began, your legacy. From there, you started to spread outward as your humankind moved into different climates and elevation on your earth. Your skin eyes, nostril, hair, and features developed or changed to adapt to the particular climates and regions of your planet, where groupings of your kind decided to stake claim to as their new home. See what Sos is saying here? That we are all the same and our physical features had to change to adapt to the climate of the places that some of us decided to call home over time. This is the full explanation of your ethnic differences. There is no other. Check on or look into the information we have just related to you. Be sure the information you obtain comes from a reliable source. You should always do this. Most information you have received came from made-up stories. The answer to the question is all of you in human manifestation come from two. The theories, therefore, of crawling out of the sea and eventually standing on two legs are in fact just theories. So apparently there was a story of humans saying that, yeah, men came from the water and first they had to crawl and then they learned how to walk. And so he's like, this is just bullshit. It did take time for you to evolve from two. I'm not sure if I understood this properly. Let me do that again. The answer to the question is all of you in human manifestation come from two. I'm assuming two people. Yeah. It did take time for you to evolve from two. Over time, the laws of the universe came into effect to assure that the inbreeding would have, shall we say, negative result. What is so saying here? That yes, we started with not we started. I don't want to put my thoughts into this. But what I understand is at the beginning, there were like two parents and the kids had to basically mingle with their brothers and sisters in order to populate the area. But after a certain amount of time, the law of the universe kind of updated so that the inbreeding will cause, how can I say that? So the law of the universe updated so that people coming from the same blood basically couldn't make kids anymore. I hope that makes sense. Inbreeding was appropriate and necessary in the beginning of your world. However, this practice is not of a high vibration or necessary now. Debate as you wish, it does not matter. It is, of course, your choice. We would have it no other way. It would be good, as you understand the word good, to look at the evidence of continued inbreeding. Guys, let me know what you thought about this magnificent book from Source, From God to You, Absolute Truth. Let me know in the comment if you want me to continue reading this book, and I will do so. And make sure to check the link in the description if you want to join the school community where we are meeting once a week to share and discuss about all the knowledge from all there is. I will see you in the next video. Peace.